The fluorescent hum of the Target parking lot at 9:47 p.m. on a Wednesday. Rain-slicked asphalt reflecting the neon glow. You're hunched over your phone, the cold metal a familiar weight in your hand. It's screen a portal to the bleak reality of your banking app. $43. That's all it takes. $43 for toothpaste, laundry detergent, a nephew's birthday card, the fundamental scaffolding of a life barely lived. Your finger hovers, a nervous twitch, over the confirm purchase button, performing rapid-fire poverty math in your head. Can I swing it? Will this plunge me into the overdraft abyss, an automated tax on the poor? Then, the digital ghost of Sarah flickers across your peripheral vision. Instagram. Another sun-drenched selfie from Cabo. Her second vacation this month. Same salary, same soul-crushing job title, same pathetic paycheck, same rent in the same suffocating city. But there she is, sipping a margarita, sand between her toes, while you're rationing toiletries, weighing the morality of buying store-brand floss. The venomous question twists in your gut. What the hell is going on? Is she a secret heiress? A trust fund baby? Or is she just a masterful illusionist, drowning in credit card debt behind that filter-perfect smile? My name is John, and the truth, my friend, is going to make your blood boil. Because it's none of those things. Our Sarah, bless her oblivious heart, made one mind-numbingly boring financial decision 6 years ago. A decision that took maybe 30 minutes to set up, then she literally forgot it existed. That dormant beast, that silent assassin of poverty, is currently worth $43,000. Not some abstract number, but cold, hard cash. And in 34 years, it'll claw its way to a staggering $2.8 million. The cost of admission to this financial liberation, about what you flushed down the drain last month on DoorDash, chasing a fleeting hit of greasy convenience. If you're sick to your stomach watching others, your peers, your neighbors, the nameless faces on your feed. Live, vastly different lives on the exact same salary. If you're tired of feeling like a hamster on a wheel while the smart money whales swim in open seas, then hit that subscribe button. Because today we're tearing down the curtain on the financial sorcery they never taught you in school. The kind of math that can make you free or keep you chained. The Anatomy of a Financial Murder, Jessica Viez. Amandish 35, age 45, age 55, age 65. Okay, John, you're thinking easy for you to say. $500 a month. That's a king's ransom. Where the hell am I supposed to find $500? Here's where it gets deeply, uncomfortably personal. You already have it. Every damn penny. You're just bleeding it out, dollar by dollar, into a financial black hole. You're spending it on ephemeral junk that won't even exist in 40 years, while your future self starves. Let's rip off the Band-Aid. The average American is hemorrhaging $273 per month on subscriptions they barely use. Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Spotify. Digital fentanyl, feeding your dopamine receptors. Gym memberships collecting dust for 8 months. Apps you forgot you signed up for, quietly siphoning funds from your account like digital vampires. That's $273 right there. On. Vanished into the ether. Then there's the siren song of dining out and DoorDash. Another $280 per month, on average, vanished into thin air. Convenient? Yes. Necessary? A slow, agonizing death for your financial future. Add those two insidious drains together, and you're at $553. Without even trying to cut back, you've got the $500 and then some burning hole in your virtual pocket. But here's the true horror of what that money really costs you. It's not just $280 for a few nights of dinner. If you invested that measly $280 consistently for 30 years, at a conservative 10% annual return, it morphs into a monstrous $632,000. You're not spending $280 on dinner. You're lighting $632,000 on fire just for the fleeting pleasure of someone else cooking your meal. That $273 subscription budget, invest it and it becomes $616,000. Every single month, you're not just deciding between keeping Netflix and ordering DoorDash. You are actively, consciously making a choice between instant gratification and retiring 7 years earlier. Most people are so deep in the financial fog, so blinded by the flashing lights of consumerism, they don't even realize they're standing at this fork in the road, their future hanging in the balance. Would you trade $500,000 for the convenience of not cooking? Would you sacrifice 7 years of freedom for unlimited streaming? Write in the comments right now. Be brutally honest with yourself. This isn't a game. Compound interest, the god king of wealth creation and its vicious punishment. Here's where the cold sweat probably starts to beat on your brow. But John, what if the market crashes? What if I lose everything? This, my friends, is the objection, the insidious whisper that keeps otherwise intelligent people trapped in the cycle of poverty. It's a psychological weapon wielded by fear, designed to paralyze you. So let's take a flamethrower to it, backed by the brutal truth of data. The S&P 500, that bedrock of American capitalism, has returned approximately 10% annually since 1926. That's almost a century of market history, a century that includes the Great Depression, where the market nosedived a horrifying 86%. It includes 2 world wars, countless recessions, the dot-com bubble burst, 9/11s, and the global financial meltdown of 2008. The market has been through hell and back countless times, and it has always recovered. Listen closely. If you have consistently invested for 20 years, you have always made money, every single time. Over 30 years, the absolute worst return anyone has ever experienced was 4.3% annually. Every single crash, every single bloodbath, every single market panic has eventually recovered, and then some. The 2020 COVID crash, a terrifying plunge, recovered in a mere 5 months. The agonizing 2008 crash, it took 5.5 years, a test of nerves, but it recovered. And then it soared to new heights. Here's the dirty little secret nobody tells you, the one that the financial elites pray you never understand. If you're investing $500 every single month, consistently, relentlessly, crashes are your friend. When the market drops 30%, your $500 isn't losing money. It's buying shares at a 30% discount. It's like a Black Friday sale for your future. Dollar cost averaging, that boring, simple strategy, automatically forces you to buy more when prices are low and less when prices are high. You don't have to time anything. You don't have to be a smart money guru. You just have to be consistent. JP Morgan, those titans of finance, published data that should be tattooed on your eyelids. If you invested $10,000 from 2003 to 2022 and stayed fully invested, you'd have $64,844, a solid return. But if you missed just the 10 best trading days out of more than 5,000 trading days in that period, your return plummets to $29,708, less than half. And here's the kicker. 7 of those 10 best days happened during bear markets, during the darkest, most terrifying times. If you panic sold during a crash, if your lizard brain screamed JIT OUT, and you listened, you almost certainly missed the ferocious, explosive recovery that followed. You handed your wealth to the patient, the disciplined, the ones who understood the game. The S&P 500 survived the Great Depression, 2 world wars, 9/11s, and 2008. But sure, it probably can't survive you putting in $500 a month. That's the irrational fear they want you to harbor. That's the psychological cage they build around your potential. The brain's betrayal. Why your own mind wants you broke, present, bias, loss aversion, lifestyle inflation. Here's what truly grates my soul, what makes me want to scream from the rooftops. You know who's making money off your inability to save? Everyone. The entire financial industry, the entire marketing machine, the entire system is rigged against your financial freedom. The behemoths of Wall Street, the brokerages, the active fund managers, they feast when you panic and trade. Every transaction, every jittery buy, every fear-driven sell generates fees. They make a grand total of $0 when you buy one low-cost index fund and simply ignore it for 40 years. Their business model depends on your fear, your impatience, your emotional volatility. That's why they will never tell you the solution to wealth is boring. It's not flashy. It's not exciting. It's an automatic transfer and a long nap. Car dealerships? They're extending loan terms to 7, even 8 years, twisting the numbers, making those massive monthly payments look affordable. They're not selling you a car. They're selling you a gilded cage, trapping you in a cycle of debt. Every advertisement you see, every gleaming billboard, every influencer hawking luxury goods. It's all designed with surgical precision to convince you that your precious $500, the seed of your future millions, belongs with them, not in some boring index fund. They're not just selling you products. They're stealing your retirement, $500 at a time. And most people are too distracted, too conditioned to even notice the slow, silent bleed. This isn't just capitalism. It's a meticulously crafted financial illusion, and you're the mark, the unlikely millionaires. Proof that this isn't just for the rich. Now let's talk about a silent assassin, a stealthy predator that can steal hundreds of thousands from your retirement without you ever knowing. It's called the fee scam. Imagine you invest $500 a month for 30 years. Scenario 1. You choose a low-cost S&P 500 index fund with a razor-thin 0.03% expense ratio. This is the smart money move. At the end of 30 years, you'll have a cool $1.124 million. Scenario 2, you fall for the slick marketing of an actively managed fund, promising to beat the market, charging a seemingly benign 1% annually. Same money, same time horizon. Your outcome? A pathetic $915,000. The difference? A staggering $209,000. That $250,000 didn't vanish into thin air. It went straight into the pockets of the fund manager for underperforming the index. They picked your pocket slowly, subtly, year after year, all while promising you superior returns they rarely delivered. It's daylight robbery, sanctioned by the system, preying on your ignorance. The funds you want? They're simple, boring, and cheap. Fidelity 500 Index Fund, FXAIX at 0.015%. The Vanguard S&P 500 ETF VOO at 0.03%. Schwab S&P 500 Index, WPPX at 0.02%. Pick any one of them. They all track the exact same index, giving you the average market return and cost you almost nothing. They're not sexy. They don't have celebrity endorsements. They just silently make you rich. The $1 million car payment, your luxury, their fortune. So, how do you break free from this financial prison? How do you hijack the system for your benefit? Here's the tactical blueprint. First, your accounts. Think of them as your personal vaults, protected from the taxman. This is where you contribute money after taxes have been paid. The magical part? Everything inside it grows tax-free forever. When you pull it out in retirement, every single cent, every million is yours, untouchable by Uncle Sam. The 2026 limit it adjusts annually is around $625 per month. On a $1.13 million portfolio, you're saving roughly $150,000 to $200,000 in taxes. That's pure, unadulterated free money. If your single income is under $153,000 or married income under $242,000, max this out first. It's your top priority. This is your employer-sponsored war chest. Contributions here are pre-tax. So if you're in the 22% tax bracket and invest $500 monthly, your actual paycheck only drops by $390. It's a phantom investment softened by the tax deduction. And here's the absolute no-brainer, employer match. Between 85% and 98% of employers offer it. This is free money. The most common match? 50% on the first 6% of your salary. If you make $60,000 and contribute $500 monthly, your employer could be adding $150 absolutely free to your account. You'd be insane to leave that on the table. It's like finding a winning lottery ticket in your mail every month and throwing it away. Here's your actual immediate step-by-step mission. Do it at Fidelity, Vanguard, or Schwab. These are the giants, the most reputable, the ones who won't bleed you dry with fees. It takes 20 minutes max. Seriously, time it. Start with whatever you can, even if it's just $50 to get the ball rolling. Don't overthink it. FXAIX, VOO, or SWPPX. Pick one. Any one. They all do the same thing. Track the market for almost no cost. This is the crucial, non-negotiable step. Automate the machine. Don't check it every day. Don't obsess over market fluctuations. Let it compound. Go live your life while the market, that silent beast, does the heavy lifting for you. The clock is ticking. Your future, hanging in the balance bed of the day, open a Roth IRA and set up a $50 auto transfer for next month. It's not $500, but it's a start. It's action. It's breaking the chains. Screenshot this entire page right now. In 5 years, come back to it. You'll thank yourself or curse yourself. The market doesn't care.